Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel. Let's have a look and see when you could potentially be meeting a soulmate. Leo, let's have a look. When will you meet your soulmate? Okay, let's start off with the Queen of Pentacles. She represents earth energy. In fact, you do have earth and fire here, so you might be meeting during the time of earth and or fire signs. The Queen of Pentacles does represent a lot of stability and a lot of wisdom. So for a lot of you Leos watching, your soulmate is coming into your life at a time when you've got peace and stability. Now the Queen of Pentacles can represent a new asset. She can represent a large amount of money. So for some of you, this can be translated into the sense of you achieving a certain amount of material success, acknowledgement, and wealth. And only then will the soulmate come in. It's almost like at a period where you're complacent with your career, with your creative pursuits, and you have a long-term vision or a goal in where you currently are. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can also represent loyalty, commitment, follow through, but holding things. Notice that she's holding the pentacles, the pentacle here. And you do have the marriage card, the card of unions, strong unions, unions to celebrate, unions worthy of celebrating. For a lot of you, some of you are currently with a soulmate, or you've held them in your hands. You've encountered them in the physical realm. Now, maybe you've shared a glance, maybe you've shared a relationship, but you've shared some sort of physical connection, or you've made direct contact in some way. The earthly realm is about the physical things we can experience, encounter, touch, taste, smell, hear, etc. So you've experienced them in their physical manifestation here in some way. And this is quite interesting, Leo. Could be an earth sign, absolutely. But for some of you, it's the notion of growth or possession. Some of you have already possessed this connection. You know, you've already held it in your hands. You've held this person. For others, they're coming into your life at a period of growth, complacency, and stability. They'll come in at a point in your life when you're finally happy. You're settled. Career-wise, you're settled with a living situation. But you do have the Six of Wands. So the Wands rule Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person might be coming in during these times as well. The Six of Wands, it's almost like, because Six of Wands represents accolades and victory and conquest, and finally making a name for yourself, finally at a certain level of prominence, or attaining a certain reputation, that's when this person will be showing up in your life. And I think it's you, Leo. I think you are in a position of conquest. It's after you encounter some battles, because you can see he's wearing the laurel wreath over his head. So obviously he's done something to accomplish that, to attain that laurel wreath. He's done something, something challenging, something worthy, something that required a lot of effort or energy or resources. And only after which that has been attained or accomplished will the soulmate come in. So I think for a lot of you, maybe it's in connection to creative pursuits. Maybe it's being at a certain level in your career. Maybe it's finally having more confidence, or having a following of some kind, or being in a position where you inspire other people. Maybe it's being well known in the community. Maybe it's having fame. But in some way, you're going to rise to prominence. And for a lot of you, it will catch the eye of the person that's supposed to be here next to you. Maybe your name will be published in an academic journal. Maybe your picture will be up on the internet. Maybe your social media will have a boost in followers and suddenly you're coming to prominence. Your name will be known amongst the community, amongst the industry that you are a part of. But I feel instant connection when you connect with this person, especially in terms of attraction. There's a very strong infatuation or a lust or a yearning for each other, which you will experience when you encounter this person. You may even work together. The Pentacle cards could symbolize working together or being associated through the physical realm, through money, through assets, businesses, goods, and services. The Five of Pentacles, For some of you, this can be an energy of neglect or charity or generosity. For some of you, it could even be healing from heartbreak. You can see that they're in a precarious situation and that they're still healing. See how he's on crutches? So he's in a period of recovery or healing. So for some of you, this person is showing up after a heartbreak or while you're still healing from a heartbreak, healing from loss, healing from an injury, recovering from financial loss, financial destitution, financial struggles. It's some sort of recovery in the physical form that will lead you to this person. So for some, you might be very complacent in your career, making an impact on the community. But in one way, there's a message or a symbolism here that you're still healing. And this person is going to come in and help you heal because you've got someone here next to you, Leo. And this person, I feel, is either A, mirroring your behavior and is also in a period of recovery in one facet in their life or another. And the two of you will be joined together so that you can help each other recover and heal, re-energize, revitalize yourselves. But for some, you might notice that you're encountering struggles. Things might not necessarily be going your way. You need support, you need resources, or you're in a precarious situation where you feel neglected. Maybe someone's ghosted you, maybe they've shut you off, maybe they've neglected you, and there's been more questions than answers. And this is when this person is going to come up into your experience. Now, some of you might already be in an existing relationship with this person because the marriage card is here. You might be married to this person. Your future is to wed them maybe. But the Four of Wands can symbolize that some of you have some sort of partnership with this person. Now, maybe you work together. Maybe contracts have binded you. Maybe a company has binded you together. You might be meeting through your social circle, mutual friends, friends that are in relationships already as well. For some of you, the Four of Wands can be a celebration, okay? So you might be meeting this person when you do attain a new work contract, when you do make a friend, even when you enter into a partnership, Leo. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way, that the soulmate comes up into our lives when we're single and we're free and we're available. More often than not, they come at a complicated time when we're tied in with another person. So for some of you, there might already be a connection here. There might already be someone who's pursuing you romantically, and then this soulmate shows up. You might already be attached to someone, whether it's still in a relationship, emotionally still attached to someone you dated, or you're drawn to, or you're attracted to. This could change and suddenly things flip. But again, it's not always the case. Some of you might be single and you're in a period of celebrating something. It could be at an event. You might be celebrating love, celebrating your career, celebrating the birth of a child, celebrating a new addition to the family, just celebrating life in general. It could be that you're at a very festive or very socially active time, or even sexually active time that you're meeting, because the wands are lust, infatuation, passion, desire. That fire in the belly. So for a lot of you, you might be meeting at a time when you're most free, when you're celebrating, when you're most adventurous, when perhaps you're the most careless, when doing away with your inhibitions here as well. I will leave your reading at that though, Leo. Quite an interesting reading. I do hope that has assisted you in some way, however. I do hope it's given you food for thought. If you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to leave behind a like or a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated.